Welcome back to another video. Today, we'll be predicting the fight card for the UFC White House event in June. Let's take a look at the first fight. For the unification for the World Lightweight Championship, it's the current champion, Ilia Topuria, against the current interim champion, Justin the Highlight Gaethje. I mean, let's be honest, this is probably the most obvious fight to take place on the White House card. I mean, Topuria announced about a month ago that he's going to return. Justin Gaethje said he needed a couple months off and he'd be ready to rumble after his interim championship victory over Paddy the Baddy. But I mean, Topuria has destroyed everybody in his path. He's been dominating everybody. Of course, he didn't get that fight with Makhachev, though Islam Makhachev may defend the welterweight title against him, but that's if he can successfully defend the welterweight title on the White House card. More on that in just a minute. But in this one, Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria unify the lightweight championship. In my opinion, Justin Gaethje is about to take an L. Topuria unifies the championship and is crowned the lightweight king. And the second fight on the White House card is actually a fight that was made a few months ago, but unfortunately didn't happen in January due to a neck injury. That's right, it's the former two-division champion coming out of retirement, Amanda Nunes, challenging the current champion, Kayla Harrison, for the undisputed Bantamweight championship. So Nunes was set to come out of retirement back in January. Harrison got injured. She had an operation on her neck, but she said over and over again she can come back. She can be back for the White House card. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but she says it is, and it's a fight everybody wants to see. The women's GOAT against an absolute dominating champion. In anyone's books, it should be a war to crown the undisputed Bantamweight champion. Nunes is back, and she's challenging Harrison for the Bantamweight championship. The next fight is a heavyweight fight, but it's a non-title fight, but it is special because there is a huge debut in the heavyweight division. That's right, making his UFC debut, it will be Gable Steveson as he goes one-on-one with one of Donald Trump's favorite fighters on the White House card. It's Derek, the Black Beast Lewis. This would be an incredible fight. Get Steveson a top 10, maybe top 5 opponent in his debut fight. You know, they probably want to build him up, probably want to feed him a couple J-Brones, but it's the White House card. No J-Brones invited. This is an incredible fight. Lewis with the knockout power. We've seen Steveson knockout people. Hasn't used his wrestling in all of his MMA fights because he's knocking people out with his hands. So in this one, can he knock out Derek Lewis? Probably not. But can he wrestle him for 15 minutes? Undoubtedly. So in this one, Derek Lewis is going to probably take an L to Steveson, who wins his UFC debut. The next fight in our prediction list is also a heavyweight fight, but this one is for the World Heavyweight Championship oh wait, we don't really have a champion, but we definitely have a guy who has won 2 titles in 2 separate weight classes, and he's looking for a third. That's right, I think Tom Aspinall will be stripped of the title, and we will crown a new undisputed heavyweight champion as the #1 contender Cyril Gane squares off with the current UFC light heavyweight champion Shama Alex Pereira. Hey, I think this would be a hell of a contest. I do think Cyril Gane is quite a bit bigger than him, and he can swing with the best of them. But Alex Pereira, middleweight champion, light heavyweight champion. Give him the opportunity to become the heavyweight champion of the world. The head kicks, the side kicks, those calf kicks. Alex is a masterful kickboxer, but can he kick his way to beating Cyril Gane for the heavyweight championship of the world? Now, this is the match I think will happen. Now, the match I would love to see happen For the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, Johnny Bones Jones one-on-one with Chama Alex Pereira. I mean, that fight makes more sense than anything else, in my opinion. Everybody wants to see John Jones one more time. Jones wants Pereira. Pereira wants the heavyweight title. I know you can do Alex versus Gone, but the White House card, you got to make it huge. You got to make it big time. And the one way to make it big time is putting Johnny Bones Jones on the card. Bones Jones, Alex Pereira for the heavyweight championship. If Jones wins, he'll vacate the title. If Pereira wins, he'll probably defend the title. But then can he make it down to light heavyweight? Will he have to vacate the light heavyweight title? Who knows? But Alex Pereira walking out of UFC as the heavyweight champion of the world, who wouldn't want to see it, especially on the White House card? Now, this is the last one because it's probably the most outrageous one and it's probably the least likely to happen, but it could happen just because someone's name is so big. And Dana's like, screw it, I'll give you a title shot. That's right, potentially main eventing the UFC White House card for the welterweight championship of the world. The current champion, Islam Makhachev, one-on-one with the notorious Conor McGregor. Like I said, this would probably the least likely to happen, maybe the most outrageous. But boy, oh boy, would the people tune in to see this championship fight. You got all the history with Conor and Khabib. Makhachev was in on the bus, I believe, when it hit. The brawl after their title fight, Makhachev was all over that situation. This one would be an incredible fight. And of course, Makhachev's got to put the welterweight championship on the line. And we all know what Conor said in the past. He wants a shot at the welterweight title. He's held 2 titles, 2 different weight classes, and he wants a third. So could we see Islam Makhachev defending the welterweight championship against Conor McGregor? Right now, I'd say it's about a 35% chance of happening. But if it did, it would be absolutely outrageous. And the amount of people that would tune in would be absolutely bananas. The most watched UFC fight on the most watched UFC card in history. I'll catch you next time.